Hi, my name is Zach, but you may know me from the Mod Retro forums as Zach. I'm here today to show you my newest project, my first ever portable Gamecube. It's sexy. So, hello and welcome to the main video portion. The intro you just saw was actually fairly old. I filmed that intro and then continued to work on my GameCube a little more while also just putting off the update. But now I have some extra features that I can show off as well, so without further ado, here's the final unit. It's all complete, nothing left to do. I guess I'll start with the looks, the cosmetics. I'm using a ZN40 case from polycase.com, and it has been laser cut with a laser cutter, which I designed myself, and also laser engraved on some of these details, labels on buttons and whatnot. And then this right here, I also painted the engraving so it stands out more. The buttons are all original GameCube buttons, as you can see. And the screen is a 5-inch LCD, just generic from eBay. And I guess I'll do an overview of all the features on the tops and the bottom. So, these funky looking triggers are the left and right triggers. Clicky things. Here's main power switch. This is the Wii Fusion SD card slot, so there's no disk drive, obviously. All loaded off SD card. Here's a very tiny lid switch, so you can do that for multi-disc games. Reset switch. Here's the vents. Small, you can see two little small fans in there. Memory card, slot B. Slot A is permanently built in, so you have slot B there as an option. And headphone jack, and then the right trigger. So also that little green knob there, that's the volume knob, and that little purple button there is the Z button. And then at the bottom here you have the 12 volt power adapter. There's no built-in batteries, unfortunately. I kept it simple, but now you have the option to pretty much use whatever power source you want. So you have the original port there that's like on the original GameCube. Same with the AV out, same port as on the original GameCube. You can connect to an external TV and play it just like normal. The intake vent right here, and then two GameCube ports, so the first one's player 1, the second one's player 2. And these three little switches here. First switch is a fan speed switch, so you've got high and low. The AV switch here will completely shut off the internal audio and video if you so choose. So that is useful for maybe if you want to connect to a TV, you want to save some energy or just not have this turned on. You can do that, but it's entirely optional. And then this player 1 switch, this third switch here, will switch between the internal controls and the external controller port right here. So yeah, if you want to play with an external controller, you just gotta flip that switch down and you're good to go. And then also this second port here is special because I have this adapter right here. As you can see, I made this external accessory. That's one of the things I made recently. And basically, oh, this is a 3D printed case, by the way. You plug this in to the player 2 port there, and you get not only player 2, but player 3 and player 4. So this portable supports all 4 GameCube controllers. So yeah. You see I have some nice big fancy labels on there so you don't forget. Now, I have a external battery pack as well. This is a 11.1 volt 5000 milliamp battery pack. Last I tested, I got about 2 hours and 45 minutes of playtime on there, so not bad. You can see how thick it is. These are 3D printed parts as well. I sort of designed them. I had some help, but got this case designed and printed out and got all the parts inside, and I think it looks really nice, especially with this wire here. I just kind of like how that looks with the stress relief feature. Very pro. So anyways, about time I actually turn the thing on. So, let me see if I can get 2 hands here. Okay. So we'll plug in our battery. Oh, that was awkward. Turn on the audio and video. There we go. Now, normal GameCube menu, it all works. Yay. Sorry for the glare, nothing I can do about that. That'd be too dark otherwise. So go up, turn that on as well. Changed all those a second ago. So go up to gameplay, and as you can see I have Swiss for GameCube. That's a custom firmware for the Wiki Fusion. So load that up. Start. And now, which game should we play? Oh, I know! Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. That's like one of my favorite games besides Zelda Twilight Princess, but I already showed you that, so we'll play Mario. So as you can see, loaded right up. Turn it up a little. Also, the audio amp I'm using is extremely loud. It is an audio amp I built from scratch from Texas Instruments. And even in a crowded building with a lot of noise, if you turn this to maximum, it will just annoy the crap out of everyone around you. So that's how loud it is. I can't even turn it up all the way right now. So here we go. All the buttons work. It's been so long since I played this. Anyways, this is not a GameCube gameplay video, obviously, so we'll stop there. But yeah. And another thing. Totally forgot. I was gonna show off this thingy with a multiplayer game, so I actually wanted to show it working. Because it's pretty innovative, I think, the way you can actually convert a single controller port into 3, and I achieved that by using some of the unused pins in the controller port. But anyways, I'm gonna load up a multiplayer game like Mario Kart. So we'll go 4-player. So here's player 1. It works internally. Now, first of all, let's say you wanted to just play with an external controller. Plug that in there. And here's your controller for that. Ugh, this is hard to film. Maybe you can see. Actually, yeah, just flip the switch first. Duh. And there's player 1. Now, I have this adapter plugged in. So let's do that. Plug it into the first port here. And now, player 2. Plug it into the second port here. Player 3. And lastly, player 4. So yeah, go ahead and load up player 1 too. All 4 players support, just like that. So there you go. If someone else wants to maybe copy my design, feel free, because I've never seen anyone do anything like this before. I'll maybe post my diagrams I've made if anyone's interested. And that's about it. Pretty sure I covered everything. And this Gamecube has been sold, actually, so I'm making this video and then sending it off as soon as possible. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and maybe if I get enough response, then I'll make a follow-up video to cover the things that I might have missed. And so, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.